that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check.
Hey, I want to learn. I want to learn. What's that?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Slam, slam, slam.
Real.
Check out, hop.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Switch.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 41, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking The, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Mayfield to throw it, and he fires one, but incomplete. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Got a man open. That's Harry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down and 4, Darnold completes it to Powell. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
they really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This is the running back, Powell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Powell takes it from Darnold. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Darnold with a draw play gives to Powell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Darnold from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Hurry, hurry. Pistol.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down, Brown.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Real. Hey, alert 33. Hurry!
Mayfield with it once more. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, Delta.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Hey, high 7.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Target. Mike 51, Mike.
Hey, 80. Come on. You bet. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Not today, Ron. Not today.
Hurry.
Switch. Alert 3.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going quickly here to Thomas. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
X3, 218, chop it.
On 2nd down now, it's Powell. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's do.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
57 to Mike. Echo. I got it. 57. Mike, 57.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Open is Powell. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, it's Powell, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on, Red.
First and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Motion. Nice 57. 57. Hey. Hey, check.
Now it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On the draw, here's Powell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Alert!
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
57. Mike.
Mayfield down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Mayfield on first down. Got a man open. That's Harry. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Dontrell Hilliard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Jets, 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. Still churning. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down now, Hilliard, and a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Play fake, Mayfield. Got his man, that's Harry. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Exit.
Here I come.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hurry.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Point it right.
Quick.
Bravo.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Jamie Gillen down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Crowder now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They go draw here. Powell. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
57's the mic. Yo.
Spud.
Mike 57. Let's go, team.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And look at this. It's a fake. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On second down, Hilliard. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. What twist?
Here's Powell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Thought we get a little jangly up there before that last play called, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
Hey, Mike 51. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Darnold. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Four down. Mike Smith is smooth. Here we go, D.
Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
80 weapon.
On first down, Hilliard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 50 seconds.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think
down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, they at least get...
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it comes